Hi everybody, today we're here to talk about Socialflow's latest white paper. Stephanie, you headed it and you put this thing together. What's a couple of the biggest takeaways?
We're finding publishers and media companies have really increased their volume of video over the last year. We saw 164% increase. Additionally, we're finding that video made up about 5%, but resulted in 32% of reach.
In my mind, the biggest takeaway from the white paper from a high level is the way that you make money on social is having to evolve. So traditionally, the reason publishers publish content to social is to generate clicks to drive back to their website where they can sell advertising, subscriptions, or do whatever else they do to monetize. And that's fine, but it's become increasingly challenging. And in a world where that reach is sort of volatile, right? It goes up, it goes down, and as more content competes for the same attention, in some ways, it can't help but going down on a per post basis because there's just so much more content always competing for the same amount of consumer attention. And you and I still only have 24 hours in a day, right, to consume content. So Stephanie actually still only has 24 hours in a day too.
It's just you and I.
I have figured out how to expand time. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Just you and I still only have 24 hours in a day. So
right.
I mean, but it highlights the challenge if referral traffic is going to be the way you make money on social, and referral traffic is volatile or decreasing over time because the amount of increasing content. What are you going to do? And then video is even more problematic because video does not generate clicks back to your website, right? Video is played right there in stream, and then you have to rely on Facebook and Twitter to monetize and do a rev share back with you. And we know even Facebook says, hey, we're very early days in terms of how we're going to monetize that. So it's really incumbent on the publishers to take control of understanding how they're going to make money directly from getting the content out in the feed. And that's what we've been spending a lot of time on.
We have talked about reach per post has been declining somewhat, and the way media companies are getting around that is putting out more posts to get their volume back, and that's an important piece for them. One of the things we're finding is when you do really good, high-quality content, as long as it's not timely, in other words, it's sort of evergreen content, you can recycle
It's not outdated by events or stats or...
And because only a portion of your audience sees any individual thing that you put out, it's very likely that the second time you put it out, it's a whole new audience.
Well, the only thing I want to add on top of that is you don't necessarily have to recycle every post, right? I mean, if you make 100 posts, they're not all going to perform equally well. And we've seen time and time again, and we've put videos out showing there's very much a long tail. So you really ought to focus your recycling efforts on your best stuff. I mean, you can go down the long tail, but if something didn't perform well the first time, it's probably not going to perform that well the second or third time.
You two are going to talk about this in a webinar.
March 14th, 2 o'clock.
And you can go to our website, socialflow.com, and under the resources section, you'll be able to download the white paper.